Hi everyone, it's Jamie. I'm currently in North Carolina. I'm having a wonderful time enjoying the weather, really loving it. We are visiting family. My niece just turned 1, so it's been such a blessing to be here and to see and be a part of her day. It's been absolutely amazing. So, I'd like to talk to you today about taking responsibility and continuing to clean. Now, what does this all mean? Well, when we get off tonight, you are going to know exactly what I'm talking about, which is absolutely awesome. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so there is a book that I have read multiple times. It's all about a Hawaiian cleaning system. It's called Ho'oponopono. Um, Dr. Hugh Len is kind of what the book is all about, and he's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love this book, and I definitely suggest it. It's called Zero Limits, and the doctor involved with it is Dr. Hugh Len. Um, so, this is a book that helps teach the world about a certain healing system. It's a healing system they use in Hawaii. And I absolutely love the book because Dr. Hugh Len goes into a facility that has a lot of issues and does this to clean himself. He does this procedure we're going to talk about shortly, and it helps a lot. And so I've incorporated it into my life, especially when I'm struggling or when I need extra help. So we're going to talk about that tonight, which is so awesome. You know, I've learned a lot about how everything in my life is my responsibility. It's really, really important that we take responsibility, even for the things we feel like are happening to us or the things we feel like aren't part of our control. It's really important to take responsibility for those. By taking responsibility, we are being in control of our life and really helping ourselves. So let me give you an example. Let's say that I run into someone and they shout at me and they say some really mean things. So even though I'm not the person who's shouting and saying the mean things, because it's in my experience, I am responsible for that. Like, without my experiencing it, it doesn't exist, basically. So Dr. Hewlin is able to explain this a little differently, a little more depth. I definitely think it's a very fantastic book to check out, and I definitely think you should do that. So by taking responsibility, you know, I, in my personal life, have had a different view on life, and I've been able to make some big shifts. You know, with my relationships, I always thought that people were leaving me, but in reality, it's that I guess we both secretly knew that it wasn't working and it wasn't meant to be. So um, I could have I could have taken part in that, but instead, it just got so drawn out that and I wasn't willing to give up, that they end up leaving. And so when I realized that this was happening to me over and over again, and by me taking responsibility and kind of being more aware of you know, when things aren't working out in a relationship, you know, do you stick it out or do you just call it good and move on? You know, it's a tough call to make, but I'm definitely more aware of it because I've taken responsibility. I also benefit from this tactic because it's a constant cleaning method. So you're constantly cleaning yourself, and he talks about blue solar water, and I've done a little research outside of the book on blue solar water. So what you do is you put water in a blue bottle. I just got a bottle of wine at the store and dumped it out, and it's blue, and I like cleaned off all of the stickers off of it, and I filled up, and you set it in the sun, and basically the sun, the light that goes through the blue bottle, where blue is on the spectrum, it turns it into solar water. And so this is a way of constantly cleaning yourself that he talks about. And you know, there are other articles out there, if you Google, that talk about stress relief and anxiety relief. So I now drink solar water every day, and honestly, I feel like it changes the taste of the water. I think it makes it taste really good. So I've just been drinking more water in my life, which even if the solar water did nothing to the water, I'm still drinking more water, which means I'm healthier around, all around. So not only am I continuing to clean myself with this solar water, but I'm drinking more water, which is amazing. So the Hawaiian system, Ho'oponopono, is when you say, I love you, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you. These are 4 very powerful phrases. I'm going to go in depth on my interpretation of each one here. So, I love you. I love this phrase because it reminds me of how much I am loved. Loving myself is my most important job, according to Byron Katie, which I love her. This system has taught me to tell myself daily, sometimes hourly, what I really need, and every second how much I love myself. Sometimes I repeat it 10 times, sometimes I repeat it 100 times, and sometimes even more. It is my inner strength that I need it when I need it. It raises my vibrations when I feel them running low, and it reminds me that everyone just wants to be loved. So I really, really love it. And if you need a little extra love in your life, you're welcome to just go, I love you, 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 and repeat it in your head over and over and over again until you get those vibrations raised up and you feel amazing. Use it. It's amazing. And we need to love ourselves. I am sorry. I am sorry is so powerful and helps us grow and raise our energy because it helps us apologize for all the ways and times that we've neglected ourselves. Being rude to ourselves, not loving ourselves, and all the other things that we do. Think about how many times we have apologized to everyone else, but have we ever honestly apologized to ourselves? We have between 50,000 and 70,000 thoughts per day. That's 35 to 48 thoughts per minute. So here's an important question. How many of those thoughts are negative or destructive? Think about that. I know I look in the mirror and I have negative or destructive thoughts like, oh, you're not skinny enough. Oh, your hair's not pretty enough. Oh, your makeup is smudged. Oh, you look ugly today. Like, seriously, how many thoughts are you thinking that are negative? I challenge you to tally the thoughts that you have that are positive and the thoughts that you have negative, and see how many things you're actually, like how many messages you're actually like giving yourself on a daily basis. It's going to be amazing. It's going to blow you away. And honestly, how many times do we apologize to ourselves? We don't. We never think to apologize to us. Yet we are the most important person in our entire world. Without us, our whole concept of life, our whole experience, nothing else exists. The children that we brought into this world, they don't exist. The relationships we've had, the parents who love us, nothing exists if we're not here. So we really need to be nicer to ourselves and apologize often. So please tell yourself you're sorry. Please forgive me. To me, this one's very similar to I'm sorry, except that I feel like we're asking from the universe for forgiveness instead of just leaving it with I'm sorry. So by asking, I feel like it opens us up to receiving more. When we ask for forgiveness, the universe delivers. So I think it's really important to ask. Thank you. Thank you is obviously a form of gratitude, and gratitude is so unbelievably powerful. It raises our energy and brings more great things into our lives. Gratitude and noticing how lucky we are helps us to see how lucky we really are, and that we continue to be blessed. I mean, honestly, think about the people who don't have the things that you have. Some people in some parts of the world don't even have running water. Like, honestly, we are so lucky. We are so blessed. So we need to celebrate that on a daily basis. As I kind of mentioned before, you can say these phrases in any order. So it doesn't have to be I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. You could say thank you, I love you, I'm so sorry, please forgive me. You can mix them up if you want. And you don't have to say them together. You know, if you really need some extra love, you can say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. If you really need to apologize to yourself because you're realizing that you're saying so many negative things to yourself and you're being so unbelievably awful to yourself, then apologize. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please, please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And, or you can just say them together. Honestly, just do what is best for you. I really encourage you. This is another tool in your toolkit. I really encourage you to use this, especially when you're struggling. You know, taking responsibility for your life. Everything that happens in your life, you're responsible for. So taking responsibility for that and then practicing this, it's almost like a prayer. Just loving yourself and thanking yourself and giving yourself an apology and asking for forgiveness. It really is almost like a prayer, and it will bring so much light and so much joy. It'll raise your vibrations. It's just really going to change your life. So I really encourage you to use it. I want to thank you for getting on today. I'm so excited and so grateful to have the chance to share all of the things that I've learned with you. And I think you're just absolutely wonderful. So if you have any questions or want to connect with me, just go ahead and message me or post a comment, and I would really appreciate that. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.